Hi everyone, in this video, we'll be creating a hover button animation in Figma. We'll begin by drawing a rectangle. Then give it some rounded corners. We'll duplicate the rectangle. And for the new rectangle, we're going to give it a stroke. I'll give mine a weight of 5. Change the position from inside to outside. Then change the stroke color to a nice purple, just like this. I'll take out the fill. For the first rectangle, I'm going to rename it base. The second rectangle, stroke. Select both and align them to the center. I'll be creating a third rectangle. I'll be giving this the same fill color as the stroke and a rotation of 45 degrees. I'll name this fill. Now, drag the new rectangle to give you something like this. Select the base and the fill. Come over here where you have these 3 dotted lines and select use as mask. We should have a shape looking like this. Now, we select the fill and we're able to do something just like this. Now, let's move and adjust the shape to give us something just like this. Next, I'll create our text. I'm using Poppins and I'm using the semi-bold with font size of 30. Next, I'm going to draw a line. Hold down the shift key to get a straight line. Something just like this is alright. I'll give it a weight of 5 also. For the start point, I'm going to give it rounded. And for the end point, I'm going to select line arrow to get an arrow just like this. Select both the text and the arrow and align them to the center. Beautiful. You should have something just like this. Now, select everything once again and group them. I'm going to mention this as text 1. Let's duplicate it. You can see that Figma already renames the second one to text 2. Select both the text 1 and text 2 and drag them into the button. I'm going to move them into the mask group by selecting them both and dragging them into the mask group from the layers panel. We shall have something just like this. Now, let's align them to the center and to the middle. Okay, so select the text 1, align it to the center and to the middle. And for the text 2, we're just going to move it out of frame. Something just like this. Next, we're going to draw another rectangle within this button. I'll give it a fill color of the same purple. Then I send it to the back. I'm going to rename the new rectangle as blur. We're going to give this an effect. I will change it from drop shadow to layer blur. Then we select over here within effect settings and give it a blur of 55. Beautiful. We should have something just like this. Next, I'll select on the blur and give it a transparency of 0. So everything should look just like this. Now, let's highlight everything, then turn it into a frame. I'll rename this frame default. Next, we're going to duplicate this frame. For the second frame, we're going to rename it hover. And all we need to do now for the hover frame is to select the blur and give it back a transparency of 100%. Then we select the fill and we drag it all out to cover the button. So we should have 2 buttons that look just like this. Next, I select on the text 1 and move it upwards out of frame. Then we select our text 2 and move it to the center, just like this. Now we select both buttons and we're going to turn them to a component set. Beautiful. Now we have both of them in a component set just like this. Next, we're going to go to our prototype tab and we're going to link the first button to the second button. We're going to change the trigger from on click to while hovering and the animation from instant to smart animate. I'm going to change this from ease out to ease in and out and the duration to 270 milliseconds. That is perfect. Next, all we're going to do is come back to our design tab and insert a frame. I'm going to be using the MacBook Air. The frame is going to come out as a white color, but I'm going to change it to black to get some contrast. All we're going to do next is to click on one of the buttons and drag it into the frame, just like this. Now, let's center and to the middle and to the center. Next, we're going to click on the frame and we're going to preview it. Great, everything works out perfectly, and now you have a smooth hover button animation ready to enhance your designs. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to give it a thumbs up and subscribe for more video tips and tutorials. See you in the next one.